What's happening, YouTube? We are live. Day 20. Go ahead and jump on the other platforms. Perfect, 5 o'clock, huh? All right. Facebook, what's happening? Instagram, what's happening? We're already on YouTube. What's up, bro? What's up? I'm glad you're enjoying it. I am glad you guys are enjoying it. Definitely hit that like button. Bang on that like button and the share button if you're on this. But today, day 20. Day 20, we're almost done. We're almost done with this series. What's up, Marvin? We're almost done with this series. 31 days of 31 ways to find wholesale deals. What's up, Brianna? Yeah, it's been a good series. Great feedback from you guys. We have a couple more days left. So we got a couple more ways to talk about how to find wholesale deals. And if you're on this for the first time, or you're seeing this as a replay for the first time, wholesaling real estate is a great foundation, a way to get into real estate investing without using any of your cash or any of your credit. All right, so I've been wholesaling houses for about 4 years full time, and I love it. A brief synopsis of what wholesaling is. If you guys don't know what it is, you're watching this replay or whatever, you're just joining this series for the first time, go back and watch all the other videos. But wholesaling is whenever you find a motivated seller, somebody that needs to sell a house quickly, or that motivated seller finds you and you get that property on the contract, the purchase agreement, and you sell that contract, you flip that paper to somebody else that's going to rent it out or fix and flip that house. And so in exchange for you flipping that paper, you get a assignment fee. All right, so an assignment fee can range from $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 or more. All right, so that's the great thing about it. And you don't use any of your cash, any of your credit. All specialized knowledge to find the deal and actually get it under contract, under a purchase agreement, and you turn around and sell that purchase agreement to another individual. All right, so that's what we've been going over, different ways to find these type of deals in this series, this 31 days of 31 ways series. All right, we got some questions coming in. Go ahead and drop the questions. I'm gonna get to the questions right after we get into the 20th way. This is the 20th day. So right after I get done with the content, I will answer any questions you may have. All right, so you can go ahead and drop the comments and questions right now if you wanted to. But today is day 20, and we're gonna go ahead and get into the content. Today we're talking about contacting and calling other bandit signs. All right, so that is another way that you guys can go ahead and actually you can talk to another wholesaler, because when I first started, I started calling around other bandit signs. I've seen people online were just saying to go ahead and sign, call those signs. So we got paused on here. Make sure Instagram is right. All right, perfect. But you can call those bandit signs. So if you call those bandit signs, you can talk to other wholesalers and you can let them know, you're in the market, you're wholesaling as well. And if you have a buyer, if you're just starting out and you so happen to have a buyer, you can provide value for that other wholesaler and bring them a deal. All right, I will bring them a buyer for their deal, or vice versa. If you have a deal, they may have a buyer. But definitely call around and see if you can get in contact with those wholesalers, because I know for sure when the way I got into my Monroe market virtually is I called all the bandit signs that I seen up there when I was visiting home, and I actually talked to this lady, and she was a wholesaler in the area. So we ended up meeting up, and we established a relationship where I would provide value for her in exchange that we would flip deals together. You know, go 50-50 and JV on those deals, joint venture on those deals. So it's a great way to find deals. So she had buyers, and I wanted to provide leads for her, and so that's how we got our business going in that market. So like I said, I mean, that market is virtual. I don't see any houses. I don't see I see the houses through a picture, but I don't see the sellers. I don't see the buyers. I talk to the sellers sometimes, but usually just send all the information over to her. But definitely call around. All those bandit signs or we buy houses signs that you see in your area on the corners, and call them, let them know that you're a wholesaler, that you're an investor, and let them know that you're out looking for properties, out looking for deals. And if you come across a deal, would you guys be willing to partner, go 50-50 on the profit? Or if you guys, if you have a buyer, if you can bring a buyer for one of their deals, would they be willing to partner with you? All right. So that's a great way, and it's great networking. It's really no competition out here. If you think of it as you're partnering with other people to get the deals done. All right, so it's really no competition. And don't think of it as competition. All right. I want to make sure we're good on Instagram before we jump into these questions. I don't think we're good. It's kind of black, but I still see people on black screen. But yeah, I know I guess, let me see, if you're on here, go ahead and put a thumbs up for Instagram, because I want to make sure it's on. I don't see myself, but I see it's live. So if you're on Instagram, do that. But I know we have a couple questions that came in on YouTube, and we're gonna go over. All right, perfect, Keithan. All right, yeah, we're gonna go over these questions and go ahead and get into it. Let's see. Have you got a deal from using a list? Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. So I've used absentee owner lists from listsource.com. I've used lists from vacantmotivatedsellerleads.com. That's basically the lead source that I use for vacant houses. I was just talking to somebody about this earlier. Vacant houses, free and clear houses, and sometimes they provide the phone numbers where you can just call them straight up. So that's vacantmotivatedsellerleads.com, and you guys can get to that if you go to my website, brandoncalhoun.net. But yeah, let's take another question. And also, with it being the 20th day, and this series is almost over, I've all over my Instagram and Facebook and social media, I've been asking everybody that's been viewing these. I know people want me to go back and go over everything that we went over already, the other 19 days. That's pretty hard. So I was asking everybody, would they be interested in an ebook where I go over all of the 31 ways, and plus more details, and just package it all up in an ebook where you guys can go and view it. So I have a survey. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop it on Instagram and drop it on Facebook, and as well on YouTube as well. I think I can drop this. I think I can chat. Let me see. There's some type of way to do it, huh? Filters. Let's see. Chat view and open show. None. Okay. Well, if not, after this video, I'll drop the link where you guys can go and take that quick survey. Probably 30 seconds, 15 seconds to take that survey. If you're interested in that ebook, and me packaging all these 31 ways up and providing an ebook for you guys, let me know. But let's go ahead and get back into the questions. Let's see. So, How many cold callers do you have hired? I have one cold caller right now. So they bang out calls, but I mean, once you get one and they're efficient, you can start scaling. So that's the great thing about that. And let me go ahead and pin that. Boom. The other question, I know this might seem bad, but sometimes I take down this. Oh no, Marquise, don't take down the signs. Yeah, I wouldn't do that because I just think of it as I don't want anybody to take down my signs, so I wouldn't do it. Just have a mindset of abundance, that you're gonna get more deals, more more leads in. I wouldn't take down other people's signs. I guess you can stop now. You did it before, you learned, All right, so when calling to build your cash buyers list, what are main questions you ask the cash buyer? Good question. Real good question. So I would ask them what area or what zip code they're mainly focused in. I would ask them, do they have a price range? I would ask them what type of financing do they have, because some people just do straight cash and just have a lump sum of cash. Some people have a credit line of credit. So I would ask that. I would ask them how quickly they could close properties. That comes with knowing their financing as well. So some of my buyers can close in a couple days. Some of my buyers have to close in 3 weeks. So, it's just all different. So that's a good question. I would say, definitely ask where they are buying, what type of properties they're buying, so you can go out and look and shop for them. So that'll be a good way to find that out, and also their price range. You want to know what type of buyer they are. So let's see. So was your cash buyers list big before you got your first deal? That's a good question. Was it big? No, it wasn't. I have a big list right now, but it's only a couple people, a couple handfuls of people that consistently buy. So, I have a list of maybe like 500 people, but like 10% only buys consistently, or that I've sold properties to. So you can have a big list. That's another debate that I've seen on Facebook. Like, you don't have to have a huge list. Now, if you got a handful of people that that are buying consistently and just on point, just ready to buy, what they're buying, you can go out and shop for them. Literally go out and shop for them. You just do your marketing in their area where they want to, buy properties, and go out and shop for them. A little dirt on the shoulder. But yeah, you don't have to have a huge list. I thought I would have to have a huge list, and it's not really true. You don't have to have a huge list, but the more buyers you have, more options you have, but you don't have to have a huge list. What is one tip to stay consistent on marketing? What I found was, in direct mail, I'll just make I'll pay for my campaigns, make and pay for my campaigns in advance. So like 2 or 3 months in advance, and then put a reminder to, in two months or a month to, do it again. So I pay for it in advance. That's one way to keep it consistent. So like, it'll drop a day, a day that you forgot about. Like, okay, that's dropping. You'll get the email from Click the Mail, and boom, is out without you even thinking about it. So that's a good way to be consistent. Now, as far as bandit signs, if you're putting it out yourself, I would hit it every weekend. Now, if you got somebody hired, and I would hire them to do it every weekend. You know, just try to be consistent with that. Cold calling, that's like every day. Every day you gotta just call. What are other marketing ways? I mean, all type of other ways. I mean, if you if you can do the 19 ways that we went over today, well, this series, then you can take one of those ways and hit it every day. You know, so this is 31 days. You know, if you do one every day, you know, you should be good. Marvin Stewart said, "How do you plan your week/day?" That's a good question. I plan my day. I really just start off. I try to go get a workout before I begin to get my blood pumping. Next, I talk to my assistant, my lead manager, and we go over, leads that she has to call back and leads that we have to go out and see. And then, we just kind of hit the turf. We just go out there and go hit the properties and see which ones that we can go and lock up, basically. So now, as far as a week, we don't really plan weekly. That's what we need to start doing, though. I think as the team grows, I think we'll start planning weekly. And we got one over here on Instagram. How do you determine the percentage you want to make off a wholesale deal? Okay, that's a good question. How much percentage? How do you determine the percentage you want to make off the wholesale deal? Now, I don't really have a formula for it. To be honest, I don't. I would say whatever makes it a good deal. I mean, typically, if you're doing the 70% rule, and that's the 70% rule is whatever the appraised or after repair value, the ARV is, times 70% minus the repairs minus your fee. I try to hit. Honestly, I just try to tack on what I usually make. So 5 or 10,000 to the price. Usually I start at like 10,000, depending on the deal. It all depends on the deal. So you'll kind of know if you're doing it consistently, the area. So like if you're in the hood, like a lower end area, you're not really gonna make a ton of money on that deal. But if you're in a better area, say like 150,000, and you got it at a good deal, you can tack on a little bit more, as long as the numbers work in the end for your end buyer. So you don't want to charge way too much and it just doesn't make sense. All right, that's what you have to understand. So you want to make a good bit, make some good money, and then have them coming back as well. You don't want to just make a big whop and the buyer, got a bad deal or anything like that. So hope that answers your question. Let's see. I like the questions you guys have coming. Do you have organization issues when you first started out? Yeah, I did. So the question is, did you have organization issues when you first started out? I did. I absolutely did. Without a CRM, so something like Podio or Freedom Soft, man, I was all over the place with the yellow pads, just writing down leads. Like I still have those notebooks, and I can go back and look at all the leads that I had. I did it a couple days ago, and that's not the way to do it. You want to get a CRM, or you can just simply use Excel spreadsheet. So you have that available. That'll keep you organized. So definitely keep your leads in somewhere where you can, monitor them and edit them and make sure you're following up with them. So that's how you keep yourself organized. All right, so we got another question. Let's see. I work 8 to 4:30 p.m. What would be your best method for finding sellers in that situation? So 8 to 5, 8 to 4:30. Man, so it depends on your. That's Rashid. It depends on your budget, on your marketing budget. So if you have a marketing budget that you can drop some mail, like 1,000 pieces, 2,000 pieces a month, then I would probably do that. I would probably do that. Because I mean, it's gonna be kind of hard to do cold calling. To do cold calling in your situation. And then signs that's on the weekend. So I don't know if you work 8 to 4:30, 7 days a week or 5 days a week. So I'm not really sure. But as far as direct mail, I would definitely, just send that out. That way you can manage it. As soon as you get off, you can call them. Or depends on your job. If you can, if you can work through it at your job. That's what I used to do. When I was working at Jason's Deli, when I was back putting up cookies or baking cookies, whenever I wasn't driving and delivering cookies and sandwiches and soups, all that. If a lead came in, then I would see it on my email, and I would go in the back and try to take the call. I mean, I did what I had to do to get out that situation. All right, so I mean, the managers, they understood. I even told the managers, like, this is temporary. Like, this is not something that I'm gonna just be here forever. So don't expect me to, just be a long-term employee. So we got another question. What type of marketing strategies do you use for properties you have under contract? Good question, Marvin. So we have an email list, of course, an email list of buyers. We send out an email blast to them. Some people we may text, straight up. What else? We do some Facebook marketing as well. So we have a wholesale page, and we'll post it, and then we'll put $5 to $20 to it, depending on how many people we want to get to that, to that property. We used to do bandit signs. Bandit signs work too. We just hadn't done it in a while. So there's a lot of different ways you can do it. Let's see. Let's take one for YouTube. So at this point in your career, you only go to the appointments. You only go on the appointments. No cold calling, etc. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just go on appointments, and which ones are good deals. I go out. I guess you would say I'm the closer. I go get the contracts, or if not, then I have another guy that can go out and get the contracts as well. But honestly, I like building a relationship with the sellers and knowing that situation, because I just know how to do it. So at this point, yeah, I just go out. If it's a good deal, we go out and set an appointment. We set an appointment and go out, and then we get a contract. Let's see. TJ said, what strategies are you implementing right now to consistently build your buyers list? Facebook advertising, Facebook marketing. So like I said, we have a wholesale page, a wholesale Facebook page, and we put some money behind it. We boost it, and that's how we build our buyers list. And then right now, we're getting a lot of word of mouth, So, word is getting around, and people are coming to me. They know that we have deals and we move deals, so word of mouth as well. Rashid said you work Monday through Friday. So on the weekend, Rashid, you can put out bandit signs if you're doing that in your market. That's what I would do. Definitely. From Friday night, hit it. That's what I used to do. As soon as I got off from Jason's Deli, I jumped on bandit signs. So let's see. Can you make any videos with you on an appointment? Yeah, I can. I actually was thinking about doing that. I'll do that. I'll do that soon. I'll do that soon. Make a live video. Go live with the seller. I gotta pick which seller though. Some people are okay with it, some people not. Let's see, and definitely keep those likes coming, you guys. Definitely keep the likes coming, and share this video if you're watching this, and as well as on the replay. Go ahead and share that. Love your content. Gotta go. Appreciate everything you do, bro. No problem. I appreciate you being on here. Appreciate you guys watching. I mean, that being said, you know, we're 25 minutes into it, 30 minutes into it. I think we got some good content today. If you're watching this on the replay, definitely share, like, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. And if you like this this content, definitely go ahead and take that survey. I dropped it on Instagram, dropped it on Facebook. Take that survey, click that link, and let me know if you want an ebook of all the 31 ways, just compiled into an ebook where I can provide you guys, so you guys won't have to go back to each video, because I know how hectic that can be. So let me know about that. With that being said, go ahead and jump off of Facebook until tomorrow. All right, bye-bye. And YouTube, like I said, I'll drop that link because I thought I could. Let's see, I thought I could. We had just got another. Just got another question in. Yeah, I can't see it, but anyway. Let's see. I gotta find some type of way to chat with you guys on YouTube. But once this posts, I'll just post a link in the description where you guys can, you know, go ahead and hit that link if you want that ebook. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump off. All right.